Hi everyone, this is Sandra. If you have not been here before, welcome to my channel. This is my August 11th to 17th weekly bullet journal setup. This is still August, so if you have watched my monthly bullet journal setup for the month of August, I had done a fruit theme. So we are going to carry along with the fruit theme in this spread. However, I wanted to give this spread a little bit of difference from the previous one that I did. So the marker that I used to create the banners was actually a Tombow dual brush pen, the N15. And now I'm using a Sakura Pigma Micron, the 05, which I believe is a 0.45 mil, just to draw these lines. And I'm putting these little circles at the end because you will soon see I've decided to make these cute little banners. So my previous week I did also do banners, but they were kind of like the ones at the top of this spread. I will link it for you too, just so you guys can see and check it out. And I don't actually label each of these until the end, but I don't see why I can't just tell you what they are now. So right here I am filling out the event log, and I'm just writing lines to make 7 equal spots to write events. And this one at the right side is actually for groceries. And down below is going to be for next week. So now this is for meal planning. I find it very helpful actually to plan meals. Not only does it help to be prepared so I'm not scrounging each day trying to look in the fridge and try to figure out what we're going to make for supper, but I also find that it actually saves a lot of money. I used to just go to the grocery store and just buy tons of stuff, and then I would find I wouldn't use it and I'd have to throw it out at the end of the week. And I can't even begin to explain how much this has saved us. It's just so helpful. So here I am drawing in the tiny flags, and the idea behind this is that each flag will contain a letter of the title of the box, if that makes sense. And I do decide to color them in, so it is a little bit more colorful than just a plain black and white spread. The reason I decided to use the Sakura Pigma Micron was that once I decide to color over, it does not smear, which I was finding if I used my Pilot Fineliner or even my Pilot G2 pen, which, and I I've kind of been up and down with my Pilot G2. At first I hated it, and then I kind of liked it, and now I love it, but it does smear, so I have to be really careful. But the Sakura Pigma Microns are amazing. So here I am drawing in some fruit doodles, and you will soon see that I have changed I guess the fruit has changed a bit from last spread. I wanted to not just have the same fruits as I did last time. So this time I decided to include some grapes and kiwis, lemons, and orange slices and limes. But I did keep one pineapple and I did keep some strawberries, just to keep with the same theme. And the other difference is that I actually decided to outline them this time first instead of coloring them first, which I did last time. And honestly, I don't really have a preference to either or. It just kind of depends how I'm feeling at that time. And I kind of like doing this because then you just kind of get to color them in. So again, as per usual, I'll have all of the colors or shade names or numbers of the pens I'm using linked in the description box below, so please look at that if you're interested. So here I'm using various shades of my Zebra Mildliner highlighters to fill in the little flags, and also I'm just coloring the fruits in as I go as well. And I know this part seems to take forever, but the way, and I didn't really have a color scheme to go by, I just decided to kind of put the colors wherever, and it actually turned out really good in the end. I'm actually surprised at myself. And this is the first time I think I've used this new purple mild liner from the Brights pack. I mean, I've used it myself personally, but this is the first time it's actually been filmed. And I love this color. I think it might be this purple color, and then there's a darker, brighter pink color that I'm just in love with. They're my two favorite colors out of all of the Zebra Mildliner highlighter colors. So here I am just taking a darker Tombow color, and I'm giving accents to the strawberries and filling in the last flag of each of the empty ones here. And now I decided to color in the remaining fruits. So I decided the lemon on the right, it almost looks orange compared to that orange down below it. And I figured I'm going to call it a Meyer lemon because it is so orange. And I know that Meyer lemons are a little bit more darker in color than a regular lemon. So here I'm just giving the citrus fruits a little bit of detail, and I'm going ahead with the pineapple and coloring it in. This is the method I used on my first spread, where I used 3 different shades of yellow, and then I go over it with a brown mild liner here and just give it the detail on the front. And then at the last minute, I realized that the only thing I missed was the little greenery on the strawberry on the left page. But I did go back in and fix that after I finished filming. So now I'm just taking my Pigma Micron and adding in some details on the kiwi and the strawberries. And then I was kind of debating whether to leave the flags at the top blank, but I decided to color them in with this purple color because I'm in love with it. And if you guys didn't already know, purple is my favorite color. And I thought it gave it a nice little touch because it kind of brought out the color of the grapes. So then for the sidebar of the weekly event list and also the meal plan, I decided to color it all in black. And then I do go in with my Signo, or my Uniball Signo gel pen, my white one, and I just write the days of the week on over top the black. So I also decided to use a Faber-Castell pen. This is the medium, and I'm not sure if it's a 1mm, or sorry, not a 1mm, I guess that would be a 10mm, or if it's like an 8. But I decided to use it over top the letters because I know it doesn't smear also. And it just had a little bit thicker tip so I could see the letters better. And then I also decided that the little flags needed some backdrop. So I used my hard tip Fudenosuke brush pen to do the job. And it actually looks quite cute. It's a little bit more 3D as opposed to just lying flat on the paper, which I love. So this is where I used my white gel pen to also add the weekly date in my blue flag at the top. And usually I've been doing a black flag at the top and then I add the white gel pen over top. And this just looks, it looks nice. I don't know. I think I like having a little bit of color in there now. It just looks really, really cool. So you will see me erasing a little bit here as I go. But I am again adding the days of the week to my event. And then I also go in for the meal plan and add the days as well. And I find this gel pen doesn't always work that great, so sometimes I just write on my finger and I find that I can get the ink flowing a little bit and then I can go back in and it works really, really good. So I'm just adding some little detailing on each of the fruits. I think the best few that turned out really good were the grapes, and I'd have to say the lemon and the lime. The rest of the fruits didn't really have, the accent didn't really show up as much as I wanted it to. So, and again, I could still see some of the pencil I had drawn underneath, so I just erased a little bit of that. And now for this spread, this is my daily kind of to-do list, my running daily list. So what I like to do is add some washi tape to the top and bottom of each page. And these fruit washi tapes that I've used in the last 2 weeks are perfect for this theme. I'm in love with this particular washi tape. I think I got it at Michael's, and I think it's like a Recollection brand. And it was shiny, and I love it. I don't really like the washi tapes that are just not sparkly or shiny, but the ones that have a little bit of glimmer in them, they're my favorite. So I'm taking this new Mildliner brush pen, and I'm just writing the first day of the week. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching.